Hello everyone, we are Group 16 and we will be discussing sustainable agriculture in rural communities. Now, before we can discuss sustainable agriculture, we must first know what sustainable agriculture is.
What is sustainable agriculture? Agriculture often places significant pressure on natural resources and the environment. Sustainable agriculture practices are intended to protect the environment, expand the Earth's natural resource base, and maintain and improve soil fertility. Based on a multi-pronged goal, sustainable agriculture seeks to increase profitable farm income, promote environmental stewardship, enhance the quality of life for farm families and communities, increase production for human and fiber needs. Why is it important? It is important because it conserves natural resources and promotes healthier ecosystems. What is meant by this? Employing sustainable agriculture practices ensures that natural resources like water, electricity, and air are used most optimally. As a result, these will be available for future generations as well. Sustainable agriculture practices promote healthy ecosystems, as everything and everybody flourishes in a balanced environment. Reduces pollution and adverse effects on the land's resources. Sustainable farming techniques reduce the need for non-renewable energy resources. Sustainable farming techniques works towards adopting good agricultural practices so that there is a minimum wastage of crop and resources. The farmers are trained to use pesticides and fertilizers most optimally, which results in two positives. One, there are zero pesticides residue in the crop. Two, the land around the farms, which is made redundant by the overload of chemicals in the soil, can be salvaged. Ensures better quality and healthier food. Crops grown using cutting-edge and reasonable farming techniques like ultra-high density plantation, optimal use of the pesticides and fertilizers are of high quality. This practice protects consumers from being exposed to toxins and other hazardous pollutants, thus ensuring many health benefits to them.
Now that we understand what sustainable agriculture is, why is it important and what are some of the pros associated with it?
Sustainable agriculture has many benefits to both humans and the environment alike, two of which are 1. Reduction of pollution. Sustainable agriculture would involve incorporating various techniques and methods aimed at keeping farm waste within the farm ecosystem. An example of this is when waste products are obtained from crops, such as peels, would be used to feed livestock, and in turn, the waste from the livestock would then be reused in the production process to fertilize the crops. By using methods such as this, the waste products from farming activities would bring about a reduction in the amount of pollution generated in conducting agricultural activities. Another way, improvement in social equality. In many countries, such as Trinidad, governments provide incentives to farmers for utilizing various good and sustainable agricultural practices. Not only would this benefit farmers, but it would benefit rural workers as well. These incentives reduce the financial burden on farmers and allow for them to recruit more labor to help with their productive needs. This would provide employment opportunities for members within a rural community. By having access to more stable jobs with benefits and safe working conditions, this would benefit the country, as there would be less persons falling under the poverty line and more persons employed.
Agriculture often places significant pressure on natural resources and the environment. Sustainable agriculture practices are intended to protect the environment, expand the Earth's natural resource base, and maintain and improve soil fertility. The following are 3 advantages of sustainable agriculture. 1. No GMOs. This is probably one of the strongest arguments in favor of organically grown produce. Organic farming does not allow the growth or production of genetically modified organisms. 2. Resistance to pests and diseases. Healthy plants that are naturally grown in healthy soils are more resistant to pests and diseases. Plants become naturally stronger and develop their defense mechanism when grown in the optimum conditions with the right amount of available nutrients and balanced pH level. One of the key strategies applied in organic farming is the reinforcement of plant resistance, which is based on the thickening of plant cell walls. This is achieved by applying natural strengthening solutions such as rhubarb extract or by preparing a tea from compost. These solutions promote healthy plant growth and natural pest resistance.
Ms. Dave here about the stakeholders in sustainable agriculture, especially in rural communities. So primarily stakeholders would be anyone that is affected by these actions. So it will be like farmers and the rural community, as they depend on these produce for income and food. But also they are a major stakeholder because they are the ones that have to implement these practices so that they can continue to farm longer and not just for themselves but for future generations. So besides the farmers and the rural community being a stakeholder, there are also the markets, the supermarkets, restaurants, and if these produce can be exported outside the country, this can also bring and encourage foreign exchange. So that also includes the government. So everyone is pretty much a stakeholder in sustainable agriculture.
Well, in conclusion, we can see how important sustainable agriculture is in our lives today. I believe that in Trinidad and Tobago, we have optimal opportunities to implement sustainable agriculture in our economic landscape, mostly because we have the power, we have the land, we have the people. We are small and we can do it. We can provide the future generation with food and the land to grow that food. Thank you very much.